afternoon, everyone. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. So now we are going to discuss the second slot, DILR, and it is the examination in which I appeared, and I managed to score 60 out of 60. Right, so definitely I'll be getting 100 percentile because 100 percentile, maybe if you get around 50 to 53 out of 60, you will definitely get a 100 percentile, and I have scored 100% as well, which is, I believe, a very rare instance, right? Now I'll discuss this slot with you, right? I'll discuss the questions that were asked, the four sets, and what should have been the ideal solutions, which ones are the ones that should have been attempted, right? And which are the ones that should have been skipped in the paper, right? So obviously it's obvious that you cannot attempt all the sets, right? And unless I mean you are too good, or maybe luck is also on your side, isn't it? So, good afternoon, all. Welcome to this session. Please do like the session, and we have already discussed the first slot before. This is the second slot we are discussing. The third slot we'll discuss at 4 p.m. in the evening. All right. Okay. So, let's start. Right. So, those who do not know about me, I've been a 100 percentiler in the past in the DILR section. So, this is the second time I'll be getting the 100 percentile. Okay, and in the last three attempts, I've consistently scored above 99.95 percentile in the DILR section. Last year, I got 99.99, and before that, I was at 99.95. Right, so consistent scorer. Okay, and I train students for data interpretation and logical reasoning, and I'm sure many of you must have already seen my classes as well. Okay. All right, so this was the set, easy set, something that should have been done in the paper. Okay, a stack bar graph. So one thing that was common in all three slots was there was one bar graph, right? So you call it the third one. You would rather call it. This is also called a Gantt chart. Okay, so when the starting points are different, so the difference between Gantt chart and bar graph is this: when the starting points are different. I mean, it can start from midway also. So that is called a Gantt chart. Okay, so it says that they provide the information about different orders in various categories, arts, binders. So these are our different categories. Okay. They were booked in the first 2 weeks of September on a store for one client. So these were booked. And the color and pattern of a bar denote the ship mode, first class, second class, or third class. Okay, so there are three categories, either first class, second class, or standard class. Right, so these are the booking modes. The left end point of the bar indicates the booking day of the order, while the right end indicates the dispatch day. So this is the booking day, which is 1st of September, and dispatch day is 3rd of September. Okay, simple to read. Okay. The difference between the dispatch day and the booking day is called the processing time. So it is booked on 1st of September, dispatched on 3rd of September. So iska booking time ho jayega 2. Okay, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So 1 day booking time. Iska 2 days ka booking time, right? So that was quite simple. Okay. For the same category, an order is considered for booking only after the previous order of the same category is dispatched. So if something is dispatched, right, then only next will be booked. Okay, for example, there were only 2 orders in the furnishing category during this period. So they have taken example of furnishing category. Okay, the first one was shipped in the second class. It was booked on 1st September and dispatched on September 5. So they have given you everything, right? How to read the graph, right? By seeing these legends, you should be able to identify. They have explained also that it was booked on 1st September and dispatched on 5th of September, right? So second was shipped in the standard class because it is green marked, and it was booked on September 5, right? And dispatched on September 12. Right, so 5 से 12 booking थी. So the processing time is 4 and the processing time is 7. Okay, right, so all things are given to us, right? And now let's see the questions from it. So the first question is, how many days between September 1 and September 14, both inclusive, had no booking from this client considering all the above categories? So an observation based question wherein you have to just read the data and read the graph and answer the question. So to tell how many days are there when there is no booking. Okay, just graph देखना है और आंसर करना है. Now the important thing here is यहाँ पे September 1 दिया 3 दिया तो जो center पे that is 2. Okay, that is 2. And here in the center will be 4, 6 and so on. That also you have to take care of. That is the only thing that you need to take care of. बस count करना है कितने दिन कोई भी booking नहीं हुई थी. So Ayush, it does not matter that which stream you belong to, right? Or if you go for engineering, then you will have disadvantages, right? Other streams are equally good, right? Because these IIMs and all these are all against engineers, right? But yes, if you wish to, I mean, pursue engineering, okay, then you should. Right? If you want to improve your technical knowledge or if you're interested in that. Otherwise, if you are targeting like IIMs through CAT, not interested in building your career in engineering, I would recommend that you do some other course because uh, all these institutes are against engineers. So you get diversity points for other streams. All right, so let us do this. So September 1 में booking है, of course 2 में भी booking दिख रही है, 3 में भी booking दिख रही है. You just have to see 4 में भी booking दिख रही है. 5th, is there any booking? Yes, there is booking on 5th also. Is there any booking on 6th? Yes, there is booking. इसको थोड़ा सा ध्यान से देखना पड़ेगा. Right, there is booking on 6th also. Right, 7th, is there any booking? Yes, there is booking on 7th. 8th को कोई booking है? No, 8th को भी booking है. This is on 8th. ठीक है? Right. So 9th, is there any booking? No, 9th is not. So we have to find no booking. ठीक है? 10th को भी कोई booking नहीं है. अब यहाँ पे अब ऐसा करते हैं. Right, let us not check individual day. Let us cross off days when there is booking after 9th. ठीक है, 9th के बाद कहाँ पे बुकिंग हुई है? 9th के बाद बुकिंग हुई है एक 13 को बुकिंग हुई. ठीक है, 9 से 14 तक काउंट करना है. 9 से 14 कितने डेज होते हैं? 6. राइट, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 एंड 14, 6 डेज है. 13 को एक बुकिंग हुई है. वी कैन सी दिस. राइट, सो देयर आर 5 सच डेज व्हेन देयर इज नो बुकिंग. ओके, सो यू जस्ट हैड टू सी कि इट इज फ्रॉम 9 to 14 ओनली. ऐसा नहीं कि यहां तक 23 तक काउंट कर रहे हैं. ओके, सो द आंसर इज 5. सिंपल क्वेश्चन. ग्राफ देखना है बस, कोई भी आंसर कर देगा इसे. You do not have to do any calculation. काउंट ही तो करना है कितने दिन दिख रहा है, किस दिन हो रही है, नहीं हो रही है. Okay, such a simple. So that was the sitter that should have been done first in the paper. What was the average processing time of all adders in the categories which had only one type of ship mode? So it is saying that average processing time of all orders. So you have to find the average of those orders which had only one type of ship mode. ठीक है, अब इसमें क्या करना है, जिसमें एक ही तरह का ग्राफ दिख रहा है. जैसे वन टाइप ऑफ शिप मोड क्या है? तो एक्सेसरीज में है, राइट, एनवेलप्स में है, राइट. ऑल अदर्स हैव टू टाइप्स ऑफ शिपिंग मोड्स. इन दोनों का एवरेज निकालना है. ठीक है, दिस इज September 1 to September 19, 18 days. This is September 3 to September 7, 4 days. राइट, यही है ना, आई गेस. और देख लेते हैं. या, so average is 11. Okay, quite a simple question. Next, the sequence of categories art, bind, paper and phones in decreasing order of average processing time of their orders is in the period. आर्ट्स, माइंडर, पेपर, फोन. तो ऊपर के 4 ग्राफ देखने हैं. ठीक है, कितना आसान सा क्वेश्चन कह रहा है. पहले उसने कहा कि जहां पे बुकिंग नहीं हुई है वाली डेट्स गिनो. फिर उसने कहा कि जिसमें एक ही लाइन दिख रही है उसका एवरेज निकालो. नाउ इट इज सेइंग कि ऊपर के 4 है. ऐसा भी नहीं कि रैंडम दे रहा है, ऊपर के 4 दे रहा है. यू जस्ट हैव टू सी दिस. You have to tell the sequence in decreasing order of average processing time. Now, one common sense that will help you do it faster is do not calculate individually. कुछ लोग क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पे निकालेंगे 2, 1, 2 ऐसे करके. नहीं निकालना, यहाँ से यहाँ तक देख लो. राइट, दिस इज 1 एंड दिस इज 21. ठीक है, 20 डेज होंगे टोटल. and how many there? 1 2 3 4 5, इसका एवरेज 4 हो गया, ठीक है. 1 it is 16, 15 divided by 4 यानी कि 3.75, राइट. डू नॉट काउंट इंडिविजुअली एंड देन डिवाइड. यहां से यहां तक पूरा कंटिन्यूअस है ना, बीच में टूटा तो नहीं हो रहा है. नाउ दिस इज 3, दिस इज 2 and this is 12. 10 by 3, that is 3.33. Okay, and then this is 2 and this is 17. 15 by 3, that is 5. Okay, now it is saying that डिक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर में 5 सबसे पहले आएगा, फिर 4 आएगा. तो फोन्स आर्ट बाइंडर्स पेपर, दैट इज योर आंसर. सच अ सिंपल क्वेश्चन. ठीक है. नाउ जस्ट रीडिंग द ग्राफ, मतलब वो जो इंस्ट्रक्शन पढ़ने का टाइम है, बाकी क्वेश्चन वुड हार्डली टेक एनी टाइम, राइट. 5 minutes फॉर अ वेरी गुड स्टूडेंट. इवन इफ यू आर स्लो स्टूडेंट, 7 to 8 minutes, उससे ज्यादा लग रहा ही नहीं है सेट में. ओके, एंड इफ यू डिड 2 such सेट्स, एक और सेट करेंगे, वो भी आसान सा था, बहुत ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट नहीं था. इफ यू डिड 2 सेट्स, थोड़ा सा एफर्ट लगा के you could have easily got above 90 percentile, close to 95 also, right. और अगर 4 और 6 वाले सेट कर लिए तो 98 percentile, around 98 99. 14 कर लिए तो very close to 100, 99.9 percentile. Okay, approximately what percentage of orders had a processing time of 1 day during the period September 1 to September 22, both days inclusive. तो ये कह रहा है कि जितने भी हैं इसमें जिनका प्रोसेसिंग टाइम 1 डे है. ओके, सो वी विल हैव टू फाइंड ऑल हाउ मेनी ऑर्डर्स आर देयर. ठीक है, सो यहाँ पे 5 थे, 5 4 9 12 15 17 20 23 25 27 29 31 32 33 35, टोटल 35 ऑर्डर्स है. And it is asking how many what percentage of orders had processing time of 1 day. ये 1 day वाले कितने हैं? एक है, 2 3, राइट, 4 5 6. Was it one more? Because the answer was 20%, I guess. Acha, this is one more. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So 7 by 35, 20%. अगेन वेरी सिंपल, कुछ भी लॉजिक भी नहीं लगाना है, बस काउंट करना है. यहाँ पे 35 है, काउंट कर सकते हैं, कोई भी कर सकते हैं. इवन अ स्मॉल किड कैन डू दैट, राइट. एंड देन यू जस्ट हैव टू फाइंड द परसेंटेज. So that was a sitter in the paper, okay, and should have been done, right. People get excited by doing difficult sets. You should do the easy sets first, no? They're giving you the same points. Okay, now there was a set on games and tournaments. This was a good set, I found doable, but let us try to see the approach also, that how should have one approach this set. Okay, it says that the game of Chango is a game in which 2 people play against each other. One of them wins and the other loses, right. There is no drawn game. Okay, 12 players participated in the championship. They were divided into 4 groups. A consists of Aruna, Azul, Arif. ठीक है, A में A से नाम है, B में B से नाम है. देखो कितना सही कर रखा है, उन्होंने नाम भी एक लेटर से दिया है, isn't it? Okay, so now that we have players with each group had a distinct rank into the championship, right. So each group had 1 2 3 rank. The players have not been listed necessarily according to their rank. These are randomly distributed, right. Not necessary that these are ranks 1 2 and 3. Okay, in the group stage of the game, the second and the third rank players play against each other. So पहला मैच क्या है? second versus third का है. Okay, the next match is between and the winner of that game against the first rank player of the group. So second match है one versus winner. Okay, then what happens is the winner of this second game is considered as the winner of the group and enters the semi-final. So whosoever wins this game will go to the semi-final. ठीक है, and the winners of group A and B play against each other in the semi-final. अब जो A और B में जीता है वो सेमीफाइनल खेलेगा आपस में. ठीक है, 20 इसका और इसका सेमीफाइनल होगा और C और D के बीच में सेमीफाइनल होगा. ओके, and the winners of the 2 semifinals play against each other the final to decide. तो इन दोनों में से जो जीतेगा वो फाइनल खेलेगा और इन दोनों में से जो जीतेगा वो फाइनल खेलेगा, राइट. सो फाइनल विल बी One out of these two and one out of these two. Clear? Now let's do this. अब क्या करते हैं तो the first thing that is given to us is that Chitra did not win the championship. Fine. Second thing is Aruna did not play against RF. Bridge did not play against Brinda. Those are the conditions given. Then Aruna, Biju, Chitra and Deepen played 3 games each. Azul and Chetan played 2 games each and the remaining players played 1 game each. Now what does this mean? How can a person play 3 games in the tournament? इसमें यही सोचना है कि how can a person play 3 games in the tournament? Suppose person is among rank 2 and 3. ठीक है, तो let us say the person is X, वो यहाँ खेलेगा. If X wins, वो यहाँ भी खेल सकता है. If X wins, that person can play semi-final and it has to lose so that it plays only 3 games. ठीक है. Suppose he was not in this stage, वो directly rank 1 था. Suppose the person was rank 1, so he would have played here. Okay, let us take another scenario Y. Then he wins, he goes to the semi-final, he goes to the final. तो दो तरीके हो सकते हैं. A person can play 3 games in 2 ways. Either a person is among rank 2 and 3 and plays these 3 matches, or a person is rank 1 and plays these 3 matches. Okay, so one thing to understand here. Next, that is how you figure out 3 games, right? 2 games कैसे हो सकते हैं? 2 games या तो यहाँ पे खेला होगा और यहाँ पे जीत के यहाँ खेल दिया, ऐसे भी हो सकता है. Another possibility is rank 1 played semi-final 2 games. ठीक है, so ऐसे हो सकता है 2 games. Okay. All right. Now it is given that Aruna, Biju, Chitra, Deepen, they played 3 games each. Azul and Chetan played 2 games each, and then the remaining players played 1 game each. Okay. Now see this. Aruna played 3 games. Okay. Same group से Azul भी है that played 2 games. ठीक है. टोटल एक ग्रुप का पर्सन कितने गेम्स खेल सकता है? 4 games. A person can play 4 games maximum, right? If a person is here and wins this game also, if he goes to the final, that can play 4 games. ठीक है. Now it is given that Aruna plays 3 games, Azul plays 2 games. They are starting from the same group. Now if they are playing total 5 games, how is that possible? एक ग्रुप वाले के तो 4 ही games. How is that possible? 5 games total. So that means 1 game has to be common, right? They must have played 1 game in common. Okay. Now what will be that game? That game will be this game. यहाँ पे common होगा. Why common in this game? Because if suppose a person plays 1, 2, 3, right? Another person, so person has to come from here only, right? So this must have been the common game. अगर वो यहाँ खेलते तो second person के तो 2 game होते ही नहीं, isn't it? See, group wise कहाँ तक खेल रहे हैं? Group wise यहाँ तक खेल रहे हैं. After this they are playing against other group, right? So they should have played only this game common. Okay, so this game is between Aruna and Azul. Okay, this means that the third person Arif got eliminated here. Now what is given? Aruna did not play against Arif, so it means this person was Azul. Okay, this person was Azul. Azul wins, Azul goes here. Now Aruna has played 3 games, so that means Aruna wins here, and in final also Aruna will go. Okay, is it clear? 2 games, 3 games. ठीक है. ऐसे ही सेम केस बनेगा चित्रा एंड चेतन के केस में, right? So Chitra has played 3 games, so this will be Chitra. Okay, this will be Chetan. Okay, Chetan plays 2 games, so Chetan का एक गेम ये होगा, और second person will be, third person is Chavi. Okay, Now Chetan will lose. So this game Chetan wins. This game Chitra wins. So Chitra will play here. Okay. And Chitra has to win so that she plays the third match also. Okay. So this is how they will proceed in the tournament. Okay. Now Biju and Deepen played 3 games each. Now Biju and Deepen played 3 games. It means that they cannot come to the final. We in the beginning I told you how 3 games are possible, right? 3 games are possible that if you play these 3 matches. So that means Biju and Deepen they played these matches. So this is Biju, and here he lost to this. This is Deepen. Similarly, Deepen played here and Deepen played here also. Right? Anything else? Bridge did not play against Brinda. Right? So obviously Bridge will not play against Brinda because Biju will play against these two people. Now we are left with two people in group B and group D. We cannot determine. Right? From the given information, we cannot determine who they play against. Right? Okay. So now let's see the question. So this could be Brinda or Bridge, and this could also be Brinda or Bridge. Similarly, Deepen is there, Donna and Dave, that could be anyone. We cannot determine. Okay, so uniquely determine नहीं हो रहा है. Okay, so the first question is who among the following was definitely not ranked first in his or her group, right? So Aruna is rank 1, we know. Okay, Deepen is also rank. Deepen is not rank 1, right? Deepen is second or third because this is the match between second and third, right? So Deepen is not that one. Chitra and Bridge are, we cannot tell about Bridge, right? We know about Aruna is one, okay? Chitra is one, Bridge we cannot determine, but we are saying definitely Deepen is not rank 1. Okay, that we can answer from this. Which of the following pairs must have played against each other in the championship? Right, so Chitra, Deepen, did they play against each other? Yes, that is, you can clearly see in the semi-final they play against each other. Who won the championship? So remember there was a condition given that Chitra is not the winner, right? So Aruna won the championship. Who among the following did not play against Chitra in the championship? Did not play against Chitra in the championship, right? So this you could have answered without even solving. Why? Because Biju will never play against Chitra, right? It is said that Chitra goes to the final, right? And like Aruna comes to the final. So Biju will not play against Chitra in the championship. Okay. Right, so that was another set, quite doable, not so difficult one. Now this is the game changing set, right? Very beautiful set, very difficult one as well. Right, this was a set which I did in the end and was not sure that whether I did it correctly because in examination you don't have time to recheck the things. Okay, so let's look at this set and see the approach how to solve this set. Okay, so it says that there are 10 objects O1, O2, O3 and so on up to O10. They were distributed among these 5 people A, B, C, D, E. Each item went to exactly one person. Each person got 2 of the items. So 10 object है, 5 लोगों में बांटने. Each person will get 2 of these objects, right? Okay. The value of any bundle by a person is the sum of that person's values of the objects in that bundle, right? So each of them they rated these items. They said कि इसकी value इतनी है, इसकी value इतनी है, इसकी value इतनी है. So value of bundle of a person is sum of the values. Let us say A के पास O1 और O2 आता है, तो his value will be 13, right? If E gets let's say 3 and 4, his value will be 14 and so on. ठीक है? A person X envies another person Y if X values Y's bundle more than X's own bundle. ठीक है, ये एक important information थी envy condition की, right? What does envy mean? Right, you feel jealous of someone, right? So what does it mean ki if someone has rated some something, right, and his rating of another person is uh, higher than his own rating, so that person will envy. So यहाँ पे example भी दिया है. So example says that suppose A's bundle consists of O1 and O2, ठीक है, and B's bundle consists of O3 and O4. अब ए ने खुद को कितनी रेटिंग दी है, 13 दी है, बी ने खुद को कितनी दी है, 12 दी है, ठीक है. नाउ हाउ मच रेटिंग डज ए गिव टू बी, ए ने बी को कितनी रेटिंग दी है, 12 है, राइट. सो नाउ दिस 12 इज लेस देन एज रेटिंग टू हिमसेल्फ, right? A's rating is 13 and he has given 12 to B, okay, so he will not envy B, right? Now B has given 12 to himself, right, but he has given 14 to B, 14 to A, okay, so B will envy A, B will envy A because B has given higher rating to A and he has given lower rating to himself, okay. So if a person is giving higher rating to someone else, right, that person will envy that person, okay. Now let us solve this set. So some more conditions are given. So envy condition I have explained. The following facts are known. If someone's value for an object is 10, then he or she received that object, right? So this person O9 will go to Bharat and O10 will go to Alice, okay. Objects O1, O2 and O3 were given to three different people. So 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 were given to different people. Okay. Objects O1 and O8 were given to different people. 1 and 8 given to different people. That also given to us. Three people value their own bundles at 16. No one values his or her bundle at a number higher than 16. Right. So for three people, the total is 16. Disha values her own bundle at an odd number. So Disha का number है odd. Okay. And then all other value their bundles at an even number. So there are 5 people. 3 of them give 16 to themselves. Disha gives an odd number. The another person remaining will give an even number less than 16. ठीक है. So 3 लोगों की rating 16 आनी चाहिए. एक की even number less than 12, less than 16, and then Disha will have an odd number. These are the 5 ratings that are given to these people. Okay, and no one gives a rating more than 16. Right? So these are the conditions given. अब देखो क्या होगा. Let us try to see these things and figure out कि कौन सा किसके पास जा सकता है. Okay, so O9 is gone, O10 is gone. Now Bharat can give 6 rating. Bharat cannot give 8 because Bharat का कितना maximum 16 से ज्यादा नहीं हो सकता ना. So Bharat cannot give 8. Bharat cannot give 8. Bharat can give only 6. Otherwise the number will be odd. ठीक है. Only this has to have the odd number. Okay. So Bharat has to give. So Bharat has O7 also. ठीक है. O7 भी होगा क्योंकि इसका total 16 आ जाएगा. तो Bharat gets a total of 16. Right. So O7 is gone. Now Alice, if you see 10, Alice के पास भी even आना है. 10 plus 6 is 16. 10 plus 8 not possible, right? 10 plus 6 16. 10 plus 6 16. So इसके पास भी 16 बनेगा. 7 तो नहीं आ सकता because 7 is gone. So either 1 or 5. 10 के साथ 1 या 5 आ जाएगा. Okay. So Alice also gets a rating of 16. Okay. All right. Now we've seen these things, and some people who value their own bundles less than 16 envy some other people who value their own bundle at 16. No one else envies others. So who are the people that envy others? They give a total of less than 16 to themselves, and they envy others who have a score of 16. मतलब जो envy करने वाले लोग हैं, the jealous people, right? So that those people have less score than 16, and they envy others because they must have given more score to the other person. That is what the definition of envy here is. Okay, this understanding this was a big challenge. They have given example also, right? That was the key thing in this. Now if you see this, if you see this table, uh, अमर ने भरत को कितनी रेटिंग दी है? अमर will give rating of 17 to Bharat, right? Now Amar cannot give himself more than 16. Okay, maximum 16 है. Amar gives rating of 17 to Bharat. So Amar is the person who will envy Bharat, isn't it? Amar will envy Bharat. Why? Because Amar has given himself some rating and he has given 17 to Bharat. If a person is giving more rating to someone else, we know Bharat is these two objects, O7 and O9. Right? O7 and O9, if you see, Amar has higher rating given. So Amar will envy Bharat. Okay. Now when Amar envies Bharat, now some of the questions could have been answered by using this. They asked that who is the person who will envy others. Okay. So Amar will envy Bharat. So this means some people who had valued their own bundles less than 16. So Amar is this person who is less than 16. ठीक है, is that thing clear? Last point, ठीक है, less than 16 वाले ही envy करेंगे, 16 वाले envy नहीं करेंगे. And Amar we know is doing envy. So Amar is an even number less than 16. ठीक है. So this means कि चार्ल्स का टोटल आना चाहिए 16. Okay, Charles total will be 16, right? So that is what you get. Okay, now if Charles total is 16, now the only possibility to get 16 from this is 8 plus 8. Charles का बनना चाहिए था 8 plus 8. ठीक है, it's a very beautiful set, right? Charles has to get 8 plus 8. So 8 plus 8, and then you have O1, O2 and O3 were given to different people, right? So Charles can get only one of these three values. उसके पास 8, 8, 8 में से एक ही 8 आएगा. Charles can get only one 8 out of these because O1, O2 and O3 are given to three different people. So एक 8 है जो 1, 2, 3 में से कोई एक होगा, ठीक है. और second 8 कहां से आएगा? फिर second 8 is O8. ये चार्ल्स का हो गया, ठीक है. So 1, this is 8. Clear? If this is 8, now one of them has to be 1, 2 or 3. Now another condition, O1 and O8 were given to different people. So Charles cannot get O1. Okay, so Charles will get O2 या O3. So 2 या 3 Charles के पास आएगा. Clear? Okay. Now this we have figured out. Now Amar is an even number less than 16. Okay, very very beautiful numbers, such good numbers. See, Amar cannot get 4. Can someone tell Amar, why will Amar not get 4? Why will Amar not get 4? It was something that required a lot of presence of mind in the paper, right? And I feel very pleased to solve this set in the examination, and I'm sure hardly few people must have solved this set. Now Amar cannot get 4 because see, Amar के पास 8 नहीं आ सकता, right? 8, this is gone, right? O7 is gone. So Amar, these are all odd numbers. So if you add even plus odd number, you will get an odd number. So that, but Amar's score is an even number, right? This is an odd number, this is an even number. Even number बनाने के लिए you need two odd numbers. So Amar cannot get 4. ठीक है? अब अमर के पास 4 नहीं आएगा. So that means 1 will go to this or this. ठीक है, O1 इन दोनों में से किसी एक के पास आएगा. Right, so Charles will get 1 out of 2 or 3 and 1 is 8. So that is known to us. Okay, so these values are Gone now. You can cut these values also so that you do not get confused कि कौन सी values आएंगी कि नहीं आएंगी. So 2 3 में से एक value गई. Right now, we will do this. Right. So Disha has got an odd score. Right. So odd means one even number, one odd number. Okay. One even number and one odd number. So if we take 8 8 दोनों में से किस this is for sure for C. Okay, C gets 8 from this and 8 plus 8 one of these two. ठीक है. Bharat we have filled. तो इसमें अभी क्यों नहीं हो रहा है इस Charles get 2 or 3. Who will get the second 2 or 3 if you give to so this should go to Amar. One of these 2 3 will go to Amar. Do we rule out that Disha did not get यहाँ पे कुछ Disha does not get these. Okay, so so Amar gets one of the other 2 or 3, right? Amar will get 9, Disha will get 8. Okay, so Elise will not get 6, this 6 then. Elise will get this 6. Okay, so इसका 2 और 3 आ गया. Okay, and इसके पास आ जाएगा 5. 1 will go here. ठीक है, 1 will go here and then we'll have to give 5. Object 4 will go to this and O6 will go here. Okay, so this will complete this, right? And we can see from the questions also, I mean, that's how I did. I mean, I just got stuck here for some reason, but Like whenever you feel that you are stuck, right, you should use options I mean, questions. You should use options from the questions to find out that who is who. Okay. So, what can we said about O8? Right. So, O8 goes to Charles. Okay. So, like if you're stuck somewhere, you should use the questions to see the options. Okay, and then figure out things. Right. Who among the following envies someone? Right. So we know that this was Amar that we figured out in the beginning itself that Amar envies uh, Bharat. Amar's value for his own bundle, Amar's value is 12, right? 9 plus 3, 12. So that was a theta question, right? Some people could have guessed this answer, right? So like three people have even, four people have even, Amar is not that person, right? So very likely the answer could not have been 16. Maybe some just guess could have been done, right? Object O4 was given to, O4 was given to Disha. O5 was given to Elise, right? O5. So you could have used these options to solve the question, right? Maybe you partially solved it, right? That's how I did. Because in examination, you do not have much time to think, right? And get everything correct. So you could just use options. What can be best said about the distribution of O1? So O1 goes to Disha. Okay, that is we can get from the table. All right. Okay, so now let's do the fourth set that was asked in the paper, right? So again, this was also a difficult set involving numbers. Okay, some people. If we talk about the difficulty level, the easiest one was the bar graph. Second was games and tournaments. This I would say is the third difficult, and the most difficult was that NV set. Okay. Now it says that Ravi works in an online food delivery company. After every delivery, customers rate Ravi on each of four parameters: behavior, packaging, hygiene, and timeliness on a scale from 1 to 9. Okay. If the total of four rating points is 25 or more, then Ravi gets a bonus of 20 for that delivery. Okay. Bonus of 20. Right. So be careful in reading this. Rating is greater than equal to 25. Now, some people might take this rating also 20 and get the answer incorrect. Okay. Uh, Additionally, a customer may or may not give Ravi a tip. If a customer gives a tip, it is either 30 or 50. So tip is of 30 or 50 rupees. Okay. Then one day Ravi made four deliveries to these four people: Atal, Bihari, Chirag, and Deepak. So A, B, C, D, four people. He made four deliveries, and based on that, we have to find out that how much each one of them paid to him, or like how much rating they did. Okay, so we'll have to find that. Okay, so let's now calculate this. Okay, so there are four people A, B, C, D, and there are four parameters also. So it's a 4 by 4 matrix. Four parameters are behavior, packaging, hygiene, and timeliness. And these four people are A, B, C, D. Okay. Okay, so we have to fill this matrix and then answer questions according to it. So in timeliness, Ravi reached a total of 21 points. In timeliness, he got 21 points. Three of the customers gave him the same rating point in this parameter. Atal gave higher rating points than Bihari and Chirag in this parameter. Okay, so that means three of them gave the same rating, right? So if three of them give the same rating, right? So what does it mean? So three of them gave the same rating and 21 points. And Atal gave higher rating than Bihari. So that means Atal gave the highest rating Bihari, Chirag, and other three will give same other rating, right? So like if you take 3, 3, 3, 9, 12, not possible. If you take 4, 4, 4, 12, 21, okay? 5, 5, 5, 6, right? So there are two possibilities, 9 triple 4 or 6 triple 5. So Atal will give 9 and other three will give 4 or this or this. Okay. So I'll write this condition here. So it involved a lot of conditions. You have to pay attention to each of these conditions. Next is Ravi received distinct rating points in packaging from the 4 customers adding up to 29 points. Right? How many of you play Kakuro? Right? Kakuro is a game in which you are given certain, you have to add numbers 1 to 9, okay, to get the desired sum. So there are 4 numbers that add up to 29, right? Now, if I take the highest 4 numbers, okay, if I take the largest 4 numbers, what are the largest 4 numbers? Largest 4 numbers are 9876. Largest 4 numbers 1 to 9, hai na? Top 4 numbers are 9876. Their sum is 30. Okay, their sum is 30. Now, I had to give a total of 29. The total of 9876 is 30. We have to give a total of 29. So that means we have to reduce one number by 1. Okay. If I reduce 9 by 1, I will get 8876, which is not unique. If I reduce 8 by 1, I will get 9776, not unique. I will not reduce 7 also. So only number which I can reduce is 6. So 9875 is the sequence. If you give 9875, that will become 29. Okay, so that was the logic that one had to apply, 9875. Okay. Similarly, Ravi received distinct points in hygiene, adding up to 26. Okay. Now 26 के लिए क्या points बन सकते हैं? Think on similar lines. Chirag gave the same points for packaging and hygiene. Okay, so Chirag gave the same points in packaging and hygiene. And right, for 26 points के लिए क्या बन सकते हैं? Think of combinations. 8765. 15, yes, 8765 is correct. Right, so that was the thing that you had to think of, right? 9875 and 8765. Right, so if someone thought this, these sequences should have done this thing easily. Okay. Among the 4 customers, Bihari gave the highest rating points in packaging. Right, so B gives highest rating point in packaging. That means B gives a point of 9. Okay. And Chirag gave the highest points in hygiene. So he gave the highest points in hygiene. Okay. So that means this must be 8 and 8. Actually, there are multiple ways to have 26. You can also have as 9872. ऐसे भी बन सकता है. ठीक है. It can also be 9854. ऐसे भी हो सकता था. Right? There were multiple possibilities. But see, we instead of finding this 26 wali possibility, let us read this. It says Bihari gave the highest rating in packaging. So packaging highest 9 हो सकती है. ठीक है. Chirag gave the highest rating in hygiene. So this and this rating is same. You cannot have highest rating as 7, right? क्योंकि उससे 26 नहीं बनता. So 8765 we derive from this, right? So that is given to us. Okay. Everyone rated Ravi between 5 and 7 in behavior. So in behavior, everyone rated him between 5 to 7. Unique maximum and minimum ratings in this parameter were given by Atal and Deepak respectively. यूनिक मैक्सिमम एंड मिनिमम कितनी हो जाएंगी? अटल की मैक्सिमम कितनी हो जाएगी? अटल विल गिव 7 and Deepak will give 5. Unique, maximum and minimum. Right, so rest of them will have 6 key rating. Okay, so if you got these ratings, right, we know another value that we figured out. So this is 12 plus 12, 24. Okay. If the customers are ranked based on ratings given by them in individual parameters, now the rankings are given in, if the customers are ranked on the basis of parameters, okay, then Atal's rank based on packaging is same as that based on hygiene. So Atal's, right, Atal's rank on this thing, right, Atal's rank पॉसिबल नहीं है तो सही तो है ना 5 and 7 ना बिटवीन 5 and 7 so 5 और 7 तक की रेटिंग दी ना 5 to 7 बिटवीन 5 and 7 कह रहा है ना तो 5 से 7 तक की रेटिंग हो गई बोथ इंक्लूसिव अच्छा you took 6 no so I mean that should they should have written both inclusive word right so if it says between 5 and 7 I mean that is so you can report that if you want right so you should have taken like inclusive things so right it should have been 5 to 7 or between 5 and 7 both inclusive okay otherwise this would not have been possible to solve right so yeah you can report this question you can say that it should be from 5 to 7 or both inclusive okay so that way I mean you will get only 6 which is not possible right okay so if the customers are ranked based on ratings given by them in individual parameters Atal's rank based on packaging is same as that based on hygiene right so Atal की packaging और hygiene में rank same है so we know the given numbers are 7 and 5 ठीक है so अगर suppose ये 7 देता है और 5 देता है ठीक है एक केस ये ले लेते हैं और दूसरा केस ले लेते हैं 5 या 7 का okay so if Atal gives 7 so Atal is ranked third देखो इसमें क्या है रैंकिंग क्या है 9 8 7 5 and 8 7 6 5 so if Atal gives 7 here that is third rank so he should give 6 here if he gives 5 so he should give 5 here so in this case it will be ऐसे केस बन जाएगा right if it is last rank in he has the lowest ranking in this he will have the lowest ranking in this also okay so 8 7 will be here so you just have to fill this okay so this is what you will get okay same ranking now we will get two cases now we will take these things 9444 6555 ठीक है 9444 and 6555 we'll take the conditions also अब अगर मैं इसको टोटल करता हूं so what minimum total will I get I'll get a minimum total of 23 ठीक है in this case you get a total of अब इसमें क्या देखना है वो देखना है टिप वाला ठीक है टिप वाला कंडीशन देखनी है टिप वाला और बोनस वाला so from that we will figure out which one will fit here so that is 15 plus 12 27 या 28 आ रहा है ठीक है इसमें आ रहा है आपका 21 plus 4 और 5 so 25 या 26 आ रहा है okay and then here you have so if he gives so if we take 9994 what will happen okay So let us take कि अगर 999 लेंगे तो क्या होगा? We will try to eliminate this. That will give us the solution, right? If I take 999, so minimum he will give a rating of 26. Minimum 26 होगा, ठीक है? So he will give bonus, ठीक है? अगर ये तो बोनस दे ही रहा है, राइट? 15 प्लस 12 27 बोनस दे रहा है, ठीक है? दिस इज 25 दैट इज गिविंग बोनस, राइट? सो 3 बोनस मिल जाएंगे. 3 बोनस मींस 60 रुपीज तो ऐसे दे दिए, ठीक है? ही विल नॉट बी गिविंग बोनस, right? Minimum we are considering, right? So if you take 3 bonuses, ठीक है? He has collected 120 rupees, कहीं पे दिया हुआ है, right? 120 in bonus and tips. So he cannot have like 120 bonus और tips से कैसे बनेगा? Either 20 50 50 120, या फिर ऐसा हो सकता है 20 20 and 30 50, ठीक है? He cannot have more than 3 bonuses, more than 2 bonuses. 3 bonus लोगे तो 60 तो ऐसे ही बन जाएगा, right? Then you cannot make, and it is also given that he did not get the bonus and tip from the same customer. So if you take 3 bonus, let us say if you give 60 like this, you will have to give 2 30s, which is not possible because a person cannot give more than, like, either he gives bonus or he gives tip. He cannot give both of the things. Okay, so that means ये दो ही बोनस आने चाहिए, right? You cannot get 3 bonuses, right? So that was something that was needed to reject this, because if you reject this, so you will get 6555, ठीक है? 6555 आ गया. अब we will see other conditions also, ठीक है? 6555 हो गया तो this is giving 28 points, okay, and this is giving 26 points, ठीक है? 28 26 हो गया, right? And then we had the other two, right? इनकी रैंकिंग अभी चेंज करनी है हमें. देखो हमने एक चीज गलती कर दी है इसमें, क्योंकि इसमें बराबर वैल्यूज आ रही थी. आई रिमेम्बर दैट इट हैड वैल्यूज. कहीं पे हमने टेबल गलत भरी है. अच्छा, दिस पॉइंट वी फिल्ड इनकरेक्टली, राइट? चिराग के द सेम रेटिंग पॉइंट, हमने ऐसे क्यों ले लिया? 7 and 8 चिराग ने सेम पॉइंट दिए ना, सो वी फिल्ड. सो चिराग इज द सेम पर्सन. सो ये आ रही थी आपकी 27 and 27. नाउ आई रिकॉल, 27 27 ये रेटिंग पॉइंट्स हो गए, ठीक है? अब क्या कंडीशन बचती है हमारे पास? अब हमें देखना है कि अगर ये 5 5, या तो ये 5 5 होगा या यहाँ 5 5 होगा, राइट? सो द वंस व्हिच आर ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड विल गो टुगेदर और दिस विल गो टुगेदर. नाउ इफ आई टेक 7 7 6 6, that will make it 14 plus 12 26, right? Again इसमें बोनस आ जाएगा. If I take 7 6 here, it will become 26, which is not possible. So that means ये 5 5 वाला इधर आएगा और 7 6 इधर आएगा. So 5 5 आ रहा था तो ये 23 बनेगा, and this is 5 7 6 and 5, that is 23. So 23 and 23 by these two people, 27 and 27 will by these people. So these people will give bonus and these two people will give tips. So that was the solution. Okay, good set. Again, that 5 to 7 wala controversial, right? Sometimes it happens that you did not realize, right? In the paper I thought that 5 to 7 मतलब I did not read the word between, ठीक है? वहां पे ये होता है कि ठीक है 5 7, तो क्योंकि वहां बन रहा होता है 5 और 7 फिट हो गया. आई डिड नॉट पे अटेंशन टू दिस वर्ड की बिटवीन 5 and 7. आई थॉट दैट इंक्लूसिव मान लिया हो. कभी कभी हम वी टेक सम थिंग्स फॉर ग्रांटेड, right? So maybe that time I must have noticed this. Now you reminded me that yes, that is grammatically incorrect. If it says between 5 and 7, so between 5 and 7 you have only 6, right? But sometimes they take inclusive values, and using that inclusive values it is correct. Okay, all right. So this is the table that you get for this question. Okay, what was the minimum rating that Ravi received from any customer in any parameter? So minimum rating that he got is 5. Okay. The complete list of customers who gave the maximum total rating to Ravi is, maximum total is by both B and C. What rating did Atal give on timeliness? So Atal on timeliness is 6, and we uniquely determined it. What best can be concluded about the tip amount given by Deepak? Okay, given by Deepak, अब Deepak ने क्या tip amount दिया? Right, so we know these two gave him bonus of 2020. Right, these two people gave him tip. Right, we cannot uniquely determine whether it is 30 or 50. Right, he could have given 30, he could have also given 30, or he could have given 50, and vice versa. So 30 or 50, we cannot determine. Right, but definitely not 0. ठीक है, 0 नहीं होगा, 30 या 50 होगा. In which parameter did Atal give the maximum points to Ravi? So Atal gave maximum points in B, it is behavior. Okay. What rating did Deepak give on packaging? So Deepak gave packaging 7. Challenge करेंगे तो क्या right, so they will review it if they consider it like worth challenging, they give grace marks to all, right, but in this case, right, although that is technically correct, sometimes they consider that people will take things for granted, right? I mean, they will take inclusive or those kind of thing, right? But yes, you can report, right, if they consider that yes, that is incorrect on their part, so that they will correct this. Okay, so you may report it because yes, that looks grammatically incorrect, because when it says between 5 and 7, right, so you can say that only 6 comes in between those. But that's how people interpret it, right? So some people might have interpreted it as like between 5 and 7, both inclusive, right? So that the hidden meaning might have been taken. Okay, so that was this solution. Okay, so in this paper, if I talk about the bar graph was the easiest one. Okay, that was the easiest one. Then games and tournaments, I would say, was moderate, right? That should have been the second set someone should have tried. And this rating and that object one, these were difficult ones, right? These are difficult ones. And if someone managed to do 3 sets, would definitely be above 99.9 percentile. 99 percentile would be around 10 questions, 11 questions at max, right? 32, somewhere a score of 32 would fetch you 99 percentile. Okay, right. So we have this score calculator, right? You can check your, you can give your response sheet and get your score, and we'll share the percentile as well. Okay, once we have some data. Uh, Batch 5, right? So I don't think there must be some other teacher in batch 5. Okay, 75 in slot 2 fashion design grad IIM MDI call possible. Yes, uh, yes, you have good chance, right? 75 will translate to above, I would say, close to 96, 97 percentile. Yes, you have chance, right? So keep your hopes alive, right? Good chance. Yeah, because see, the sample which people collect is of some students, right? But yes, in my opinion, you stand a chance at 75. Okay, and you will have to do good in, of course, your GDPI over there. Non-engineer OBC 80 percentile. Yes, 80 percentile you will get a call from baby IIMs. Okay, so these were the discussions, right, that we are solving the sets. So yesterday we solved quant, right? So today we have DILR discussion. So I've discussed slot 1 and slot 2 is done. Slot 3 upcoming at 4 p.m. So do join me at that time to see that how do you fare out in the examination and what should have been the solutions to the questions. And tomorrow we shall be discussing VARC section. So please don't forget to watch those sessions as well, so that you understand that how should have been the questions done in the examination. Okay, so if you enjoyed this, please do like the session and do follow us on social media platforms. Right, so thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed these questions. Right, so at 4 p.m. we'll have the discussion of third slot of DILR.